Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Naio Nails. In this video, it's all going to be about natural nails. We're going to do a basic manicure with a gel polish. Gorgeous colour. Look at them for fresh nails. These nails I've never seen any acrylic or gel or anything. These are virgin nails. Aren't they, Gemma?
They are.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a basic manicure. This is something you could do at home or you could do on a client. So because these have never had a manicure or anything like that, what I'm going to do is pop them into a warm bowl of water. That is going to soften the skin. It will also soften the nails. I'm not going to actually touch the nails when it comes out. First of all, what I'll do is work on the cuticle area, and by the time I've done all that, the nails will have hardened back up. So you can pop them in for a few minutes just to get them nice and soft. If I was doing a full set of acrylics, I would dry push them back. I wouldn't submerge the nails into water like I am doing now. But because this is something that's quite natural and Gemma's never had, acrylic and things like that on before, I am going to make them soft, push them back, and it'll be nice and clean. You'll get a cleaner perimeter. We've not used that word for a bit.
Perimeter makes you sound like
Sergeant.
army.
Sergeant.
Yeah. Sergeant.
I am Sergeant. So it'll just soften a bit. It'll be easier to push back the cuticles. Now, if you did have a client that came in and they got really thick, long cuticles that were stuck to the nail, then you would submerge them into water and it would help you as well. Now we're going to pop that out. Just going to dry them off with a lint-free wipe. Then we're going to take a cuticle pusher. Gently start to ease that back, and anything that you can see that's white is non-living tissue coming off the nail plate. And look how easy that actually comes off because we've soaked them in some warm water. Now, if you don't have time to do something like this on your own nails, what you can do is when you get out of the shower or the bath, wrap the towel around your finger. So imagine this is a towel, wrap it around your finger and actually rub back. And what it'll do is like exfoliate the dead skin off your nail and also push your cuticles back. I'm going to do this to all 5 nails. So as I've been doing that, we've got a bit of a hanged nail here.
A what?
Hang nail.
A hang nail.
Not like hangman. It's basically a little bit of nail and skin attached to each other that's split off. You need to just...
Is that like the real term, hang nail?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. So now we've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to alter the free edge. Because they're a little bit inconsistent, we're going to make them all the same length. You're going to use a soft file. Adam's going to grab me a soft file out of the box. Right, when you get a new file, it's very sharp. So these edges here, if I went like this really fast, I'd probably cut myself. So we don't want to do that. You're going to take one of your old files and you're going to score the edge. Can you see how you can see like a beigey colour coming through here? So you know that you've removed it. You can rub your finger across so you haven't got that sharp edge anymore. We're going to do the same to all the sides. Just rub your finger or thumb across just to check. I'm going to work towards the middle.
Now, can I ask a question, right? A lot of people comment when you're filing nails that you should only file one way.
Right, if I aggressively went like that, it would cause vibrations down the nail and start to separate all the little layers of the nail. So as long as you're doing it softly, with a soft file, you are not going to separate any of those layers. So we'll take the length down a little bit and make sure everything's nice and straight coming out here as well. You won't have to take any sort of length from the side. You don't need to take that width off. You're just going to make it nice and neat. So there you are, so they're all nice and neat now. What I'm going to do is wipe over them with some gel residue wipe. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get a new buffer. This is your block, pink one. Pink sanding buffing block. This too has sharp sides. So we're going to do the same again with this. Those edges there. That nice sound. Just soften that off. Because we are applying gel polish, what I'm going to do is lightly buff over the natural nail. And all I'm doing is taking off the surface shine.
Would it, like, say if you had somebody who'd never had their nails done before, would they wonder why you were doing that?
I would explain to them why I'm doing it. Because they might think, oh, what are you doing? But it is quite soft. It's not going to thin the nail out. And people think, oh, having, you know, gel polish or acrylic on your nails damages your nails. It doesn't damage them. It doesn't like have these hammers and nails and starts to beat your nail to death. It doesn't do that. This is the part that can damage your nails. The prep is the same for acrylic, hard gel or gel polish. You've just got to be soft on that natural nail. Just take off that shine. What I'm going to do now is wipe over with gel residue wipe-off solution. That's going to get rid of any of those little particles of dust. It's going to clean the nail up and make all the oils go away. Goodbye. Goodbye, oils. Right, so what we're going to do next is apply the base coat. I'm going to do all these fingers and the thumb last. Because if I do the thumb first, can you see the angle of the thumb? It's going to start falling and it'll fall into this side wall. You want a really thin coat of the base coat. So really drag it down. The thinner the better. You can cap that free edge. You can either do it this way around, whereas you cap the edge and you know you've capped it then. And then you can apply the base coat. Now this is going to make your gel polish last longer. If you went straight on with the colour, you would have peeling and chipping. Now if you've got a shorter nail that touches the skin, you can cap the edge and then take a orange wood stick and just drag that underneath to take off any gel that may touch the skin. And pop your hand in the lamp for me. I'm going to be using this colour. Now you don't want the client to touch anything at the minute because this all has a sticky layer on it. So with this colour, it's a gorgeous colour. It's like a lipstick colour, I think.
It is nice.
We're going to do 2 thin layers. The thinner the layers, the better. It's really highly pigmented, so you haven't got to like put a whole heap on there. There are 2 different ways you can do it. You can apply it, then cap the edge. You need to cap the edge because it kind of like shrink wraps it onto the nail and holds it on. So you can do it that way, or you can cap this edge first. So you know, yeah, you've capped it, it's all done. And then you can apply your colour.
How many coats do you have for this?
Just 2 coats.
2.
Yeah, 2 coats of colour. And you can pop those into the lamp now. And what I'm going to do with this colour, which is from the glitter range, it's got loads of gorgeous glitter particles in there. I'm going to put one thin coat on the ring finger and the thumb.
How do you choose your accent nails?
You know what? The ring finger is always a favourite with me because it tends to be, most people's nicest finger. And I think it's the nicest finger because it tends to have a longer nail bed. I don't know why, but everybody's ring finger tends to have, maybe not 100%, but say 85% of people have a longer. Your nails are just man nails. They don't count.
Man
I've
nails.
got good nails.
Yeah.
Look at my nails. There.
You see?
Mm.
Your middle one's your best one. Pop that into the lamp. Now to seal them in and make everything last longer, we're going to put the Urban Graffiti top coat on. We're not going to put Mega Gloss on because Mega Gloss would chip because it's a hard top coat. We want the Urban Graffiti top coat. You're still going to cap the edge like you should do with every layer. And again, I'm just going to clean underneath where it might have touched the skin and pop that into the lamp. So they're all set and dry. What we're going to do is finish off with some cuticle oil. You're not going to put any oil on these until the end, so don't be tempted to put any oil on them while you're doing your prep. You don't want the oil to be sat on the nail or around the skin really before you put your products on because it will make them lift. So we'll be all the way round. Just going to take off any excess oil off the nail itself, just with a dry, lint-free pad. Perfectly manicured and gel polished.
Very pretty.
So there you are, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that video. Something a little simple and plain, but gorgeous and natural. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. All the products that I've used today will be listed below, as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Naio Nails. In this video, we are going to do natural nails. I'm going to show you how to do a natural manicure with...
You haven't got your microphone on?
No, we haven't.
Oh, you're making words up again.
I'm not.
Making weird stuff
Hey
again.
Siri. Hey Siri. What is a hang nail?
Let me have a look. Okay, I found something on the web for what is a hangnail. Take a look.
A hangnail is a small torn piece of skin that specifically,
You can't read.
more specifically,